Hello and welcome. My name is Nicholas Perrin from Lionheart Coaching, and welcome to a 5-part video series called Being Yourself is Profitable. And today's episode, we're going to be exploring the 3 most powerful words. Over 2,000 years ago, a very famous philosopher called Plato said, "Know thyself." So I'm not sure if you've ever heard of these words or you've even reflected on them. But if you are anything like me, I had no idea what those meant. And in today's episode, I want to explore that. So what does it mean to know thyself? Well, firstly, let's have a look at what society deems to be successful. And I'll also share with you a personal story about how I had originally linked success in my life. So success from society's perspective, if you look at the media or speak to most people, is to find the bigger, the better, more credibility, more money, more power, more influence, and physical attraction. So all of these things are examples of how society has defined success. Now the problem with this is that if any of these are taken away from you and your identity has been attached to them, ultimately, your life will come crumbling down and you will feel a very deep-seated emptiness and unfulfillment, even potential devastation. So, the game that I played originally was I defined success as the more people that like me and the ability or the perspective of me feeling attractive was how I felt success. So I'll give you a moment now to reflect. What game have you played? What game have you played in your life or business that has defined success for you? So let's now have a look at what's really going on. Well, first of all, what I've realized is that for me to really tap into success at a hardcore level, I've had to find out my core values. So for example, what I discovered within myself was that authenticity, integrity, freedom, self-expression were all core values within myself. And when I have been able to tap into those and live from those, I have felt successful and happy. And what's happened is that my natural results in my life, in all areas, have naturally flourished. And I've noticed this with also people that I've worked with, other coaches, mentors, that are living in a very similar space. So let's have a look and see why is it that people find it so hard to be themselves. So I encourage you to do what I call the mirror exercise. And the mirror exercise is look into the mirror, look into your eyes and notice how you feel in your body. Now, if you were anything like me, I felt incredibly uncomfortable. I felt so uncomfortable. I would squirm, I would want to look away, or I'd want to laugh. And if you do it with someone else, it can be even more powerful. So if you haven't done the mirror exercise, I really encourage you to do so. It'll tell you a lot about yourself. So when I originally did this and I felt this uncomfortability, I then asked myself, why do I feel so uncomfortable? And the answer that I found was, I believed at a very core level that who I am is not okay. So then I asked myself, well, why do I believe that? And what are some of the symptoms that is creating this? So if you're not sure, some of the symptoms are you a people pleaser? Do you feel a tightness or do you feel anxiety around your heart? Do you find it difficult to meet new people, or are you constantly concerned about how other people think of you or what their perspective is on you? Do you feel lonely when you're by yourself? Do you need to be busy to keep yourself preoccupied, to avoid being still and to have a quiet space where you can just be by yourself? Now, if any of these have ticked off, if you've got a tick next to any of those, then let's explore a little bit deeper what's going on. Now, at a very deep and core level, at the unconscious mind level of humanity and at your own individual unconscious level, I'm going to share with you some 4 very powerful unconscious beliefs that are running the show. The first one is, I'm unlovable. The second one is, I'm not worthy. The third one is, I'm powerless. And the fourth one is, I'm inferior. So let's have a look and now connect to the solution. And the solution is, if you want to create awesome results in your life, you need to align your conscious, your subconscious and unconscious with your superconscious. And the first step is to get in touch with your values, your heart values, because this will create a very strong sense of who you are, which will allow you to make very powerful decisions in your life for you to attract what you want. So I've created a 4-part training series, right, that will help you get to know thyself at a very deep and profound level. If you go to my website and go to www.lionheartcoaching.com.au, put in your name and email address, and I will be sending you 4 awesomely packed videos with lots of value and great insights that will support you to really get on the right track and to move forward. Because ultimately, if you become yourself, you'll become profitable. When you allow yourself to shine in the world and you confidently say, this is who I am, incredible miracles will happen, right? So go to my website, download the videos, and let's get in contact very soon. Enjoy your day.